Hey, did you know Long's Products is a family-owned janitorial supply with mops, brooms, trash bags, and they even have food service disposables, carry-out plates, and to-goes? Check us out.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Let's Talk on UrbanCast. I'm Jack, and as always, this platform is about conversation, community, and civic engagement. We encourage everyone watching to stay informed, stay engaged, and make your voice heard at the ballot box. Register, participate, vote. Your voices matter. Tonight, we are honored to speak with Gloria Boyd Williams, author of Cindy Takes the Wind, a heartfelt children's book about patience, growth, and believing in your time to shine. Miss Williams, thank you for joining us tonight. And before we begin, though, I'd like for you to introduce yourself. Thank you for joining us, number one. But yeah. But before that, Ms. Williams, host, I have one other thing that I needed to say. Before we begin, I want to remind folks who are watching, for those to drop your questions, comments in the comments. We may bring your question into the conversation. Ms. Williams, could you please introduce yourself, ma'am?
Good evening, and I want to say, first of all, thank you for having me to talk about Cindy Takes the Wind. I'm Gloria Boyd Williams, and I am from Colfax, Louisiana, but I currently live in Rapid Station, Boys, Louisiana. I am a retired state of Louisiana employee, and I am a graduate of Grambling State University, and also I graduated from Christian Worship Center School of Ministry. I serve alongside my husband at Damascus Baptist Church in Lena. I'm the mother of 3, the grandmother of 6, and I'm just enjoying my retired life.
You just enjoy it, and writing books now.
And writing books.
Nothing wrong with that. Well, again, we definitely welcome you to Let's Talk, and we're gonna go ahead and dive right on into our conversation about Cindy Takes the Wind. The book centers on patience, transformation, and what inspired you to tell that story that way?
Well, the book was inspired by God. He gave me the book. I love to look at clouds. Okay. And one Sunday afternoon, I was sitting on my back porch looking at the clouds. It had rained that day, and the wind was blowing in the trees. And I was thinking to myself, Cindy, you're flying in the wind. Now, that stayed with me all night. And the next day, when I woke up, God just gave me the book title, and he gave me everything to say. And I just started writing, and he wrote this book in record time, about 2 months.
In 2 months.
In 2 months.
Yeah, Cindy struggles with comparison and discouragement. Why was that? Why was it important to address those emotions for young readers?
Well, young people, their minds are very impressionable, and they're very easily influenced, and they deal with a lot of peer pressure, and they want to be like someone, either a parent, a sibling, a cousin, or a friend. And oftentimes it may lead them into getting into some not so good situations. And that's what inspired me to kind of key in on that for the book.
The message that growth takes time feels is real powerful in this book, because as I was reading it yesterday morning, and I got up yesterday morning and I read the book, I was like, it was gonna get here. What's Sydney? What is Sydney about to do? And and it just, I kind of, it was kind of like a little foreshadowing in there. You kind of felt what was gonna happen, but yet and still, I was still on the edge trying to, trying to, how do you hope that children apply that lesson of
I want children to understand that we live in a microwave society, so to speak.
Yeah,
and we want everything right now. We don't want to wait for anything, and I hope children will understand that they don't have to be so in a rush to do everything. You know what I'm saying? And even though we want them to thrive and strive for their best, be your best at the age and stage that God has given you, and just don't try to compare yourself with other people, and just set your goals and dreams and go after them.
I tell you, I'm gonna go off on a little tangent now. Let you know, Rudy was, Rudy was one of the characters, and then there was Dolly and Molly, right?
Yes, Dolly and Molly.
Dolly and Molly. All right. The dedication honors your sister, Cindy Branch, and how did that personal connection shape the story?
Well, when I started writing this book, I just started writing it for fun, just having fun and everything, and thought about, what Cindy would say, Gloria Jean, this is about me, and just, I thought it would be fun to honor Cindy. We were very close. She was 3 years older than me, and we were the youngest of 10 children. Everybody was grown and gone, and we played together, we fought together, and we lived on a plantation, and until I was 11 years old in Grant Parish. And I just thought it would be fun to honor her in that manner, and just to know that, I felt that she would be pleased, and I can just hear her saying, this is about me. I just thought it would be fun to honor her, that manner.
And you say, here I go again. You lived on a plantation there in Grand Parish.
Yes, I did.
Until 11 years old.
Until I was 11 years old.
Wow. And did y'all move into Ellick at that time, or did you move into Colfax at that time?
We moved into the town of Colfax.
Into the town of Colfax at that time.
The plantation was in the rural area of Grant Parish. It was a plantation was named Glencoe, and it was in the rural area of Grant Parish. It was one of the plantations. They had several plantations in Grant Parish, and we lived on Glencoe. And then I think the plantation may have been bought by someone. I'm not real sure. And then we moved to the town.
Y'all moved to town. What was the main crop? What was being produced? Cotton.
Cotton and more cotton.
And more cotton. Huh?
And we had pecan trees and cornfields, but it was mostly cotton.
Mostly cotton.
I picked cotton and picked everything that I could pick.
I hear you. But even so, it was that plantation life, but it was a tight family, knit family life in that.
Yes, it was. It was. Yes, it was. And Cindy and I, we didn't, since we were the last ones at home, like I said, everybody else they were grown and doing their own thing. We didn't have many playmates. So we had imaginary playmates, and their name was Molly and Dolly. And so I put them in the book, and they are the Beatles, Molly and Dolly. Yeah. And then I'm the ant, Cindy's the caterpillar, and I just made up Rudy.
Yeah. Okay. So now you see that. Just, all right. So Molly, Dolly, you the ant.
Cindy's the caterpillar, and Rudy is the butterfly.
Rudy is the butterfly.
Yeah. And somebody asked me, well, who were you when you were growing up? Which, Molly and Dolly? I said, well, I was Dolly, of course, because Molly was mean. But we did have imaginary playmates, and we talked to the wind, we talked to the trees, we talked to all kind of little insects and bugs, and that's how we had good, clean fun.
Yeah,
And
but you had to, your mind, today is into the into the video games, but
video games, yeah,
then it had to be you had to have that imagination going. You had to have that creative side going at that time.
We would play with the chickens, and my mama had a couple of hogs, and we played with those, and we had the outhouse. We had all of that. So
yeah. Well, I tell you what. Look, a friend of mine brought me some yard eggs, and she asked me today. She said, because I like to bake too, so that's my hobby, right? And so look. So she said, do you want me to bring you the ones that I already washed, or do you want me to bring the ones that come right out of the nest? I said, I want the ones coming out of the nest, so I can just leave them sitting out right now, and they ain't gonna spoil. They ain't gonna do it.
No, but that was the best. That was the best eggs. They were so yellow.
Yeah,
they were so yellow.
Yeah, and hers are free range up there now too. So so I said they brought me a dozen up there, so I'm gonna make me a pound cake. For the end of the week. But I got the real ones, and so I really wanted to go back old school on that. Oh, don't do no washing on them, because I gotta put them in the refrigerator then.
All right.
For those of you guys who are watching right now, if you guys have any questions, have any comments that you might have for Miss Williams, just drop them in the comments. There's a couple out there. Look, here is Rocky right here. Rocky say, good job, Mama.
Hey, Rocky. That's my son. He lives in Lafayette.
In Lafayette, all right.
Yes. And, in Broussard.
In Broussard. All right,
yes.
all right. So Rocky's out there watching. He's making sure. Look, he ready just in case Jack was gonna give Mama a hard time today on the interview. He's gonna be ready to come out there and defend.
All right.
The illustrations are bright and expressive. How important was visual storytelling bringing Cindy's emotion to life like that?
The colors that my publisher chose, they are very fun and bright colors, and they're not dark and dreary and drab, and they make you feel good. We feel good about the bright colors. And Cindy, the caterpillar, she even had Cindy cry real tears. And after Cindy turned into a butterfly, Gloria the ant was the only one to recognize Cindy by her eyes. So she kept the same eyes that was in the caterpillar and put them in Cindy. And so they were vibrant and big. And so that was something that she pointed out in there. So
all of the illustrations in the book, how did the publisher send you those pictures to go along with it? How did y'all end up doing it? Because here I got the book right here. So look. So I got the book, and when you saw those real tears and everything, I mean, this was a book. It's gonna go on my shelf. It say right down the one that I have. It's the author's copy.
Let me get you a real one.
That's all right. The only thing that you failed to do, I could have kept just this one right here. I just needed your signature in it. That's
okay.
All. But on a real note, how did y'all end up with all of these? I mean, the pictures went so well with the thing. Did you have an opportunity to? I don't like this. I like this. I don't like.
She asked me to give her some ideas as to what I thought the character was like in the book. I told her that Molly was the meanie, so she put her with that character, and Gloria was the aunt, and she was always looking for food.
Mm.
So she always, she put that in the book, and she just wanted me to give an idea of what I thought each character was like.
Oh,
You
okay. All right.
Mhm.
Well, she really captured it, you know.
She did.
Yeah, she really captured it with it. What conversations do you hope parents and teachers have with children after reading this book?
I want them to let the children know that they should never give up on a dream that they have. You know, keep pushing
Mm-hmm.
and thriving until they achieve their dreams or goals in life. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of times, we will let what other people say to us, be it peer pressure, or either sometimes family members may say something negative to them, like, oh, you'll never be nothing, or you're going to be like your uncle, or you're going to be like your grandpa, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And just to keep in mind that, if you just keep God in your life and keep pushing for your dreams, you can do whatever, God has set for you to do.
Mm-hmm. Many adults struggle with comparison and impatience. So that's
Mhm.
it's not just a child issue. Do you believe this message applies beyond children? Because when as I was reading this book, I was like, wow. I mean, this is a strong message in a little kitty book.
Yes, I do. I feel that way. A lot of adults struggle with emotional issues, and that shapes not only their lives,
Mm-hmm.
but shape the children's lives as well. If we don't deal with peer pressure in our young adult life, it's going to carry over into our old adult life. And then you're struggling with that, and you don't have any you don't know your own identity, and you can't lead your family well, and you can't pour into other people because you're always needing somebody to pour into you. And by this time, you should be a leader and be a beacon, and just be a leader in the community, not only in your household, but in your community when you reach a certain age. And a lot of times that's not true with adults because of different situations that they go through in life as young people. And it will lead to a lot of stress. Sometimes they start with addictions and unhealthy relationships. And yeah, I think that a lot of adults do struggle with issues.
Right. I say Cindy takes the win. If an adult sitting out here wanna take a look at it and do a deep dive, they can do it in about 45 pages over here, and they can have a little humor with along the way. And now I want to be a little nosy now. Now you graduated from a Grambling. That was the wrong thing to do, but I guess I will deal with it.
Come on now.
I put on that blue and gold tonight. You know what I mean?
Come on now. The Grambling State
Yeah,
University.
these Grambling University. I hear you.
Grambling State University.
I hear you. But I'm curious. What did you work for the state? What did you do for the state? I'm curious.
I had multiple jobs with the state, so many that I can't even name. But my last job I was a transition coordinator for Pinecrest Supports and Services Center. I placed the individuals in the community living.
So in that social space is where you've been, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
In the counselor role.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's coming through in this book too.
Is it?
Yeah. Yes, indeed it is. So, what role does faith and encouragement play in your writing?
Oh my God. Faith and encouragement plays a major role in my writings. Okay. As I said before, this book was inspired by God. And I couldn't have written this book without him every step of the way, you know, and he made it so effortless. He put everybody in place from the publisher, and she had the illustrator. She did the editing, and just people. He put people in my path, and just praying every step of the way. And I hope that my writings will inspire others, you know, and encourage others, you know, someone to not give up on their dreams, you know. And you must have faith in order to do anything. And sometimes you got to encourage yourself too. Sometimes you will look for encouragement from other people, and the people you think you're going to get encouragement from, they won't encourage you, you know. And your ride or die, as they call them. And then God say, but I don't want you to get it from them. I want you to get it from them. And so God put people in my path every step of the way to do that. And I hope that my writings encourages others to, if I can write a book, like I often tell people, this little nappy-headed girl from Glencoe, if she can write a book, you can too.
Yeah,
I ain't that smart. I just know a lot of smart people. Put it like that. You one of them, Mr. Jack.
Yeah, you say I don't know about all that, but anyway, what's next? What's next for Gloria Boyd Williams?
We just submitted last month my second book, which is a 31-day devotional to the publisher, and the name of it is In the Sun, S-O-N, Shine. And if you're in Jesus Christ, which is the sun, then shine. I mean, and so he gave me that book, that book was my first book, Jack. And
okay,
that was my first book.
All right.
And I started that book probably before my sister died. I think it was probably in 2011, and she died in 2012. And then she died in 2012, and then life started happening. And I lost another sister, and I lost a nephew, I lost close friends, and life just was life. And I put that book aside and forgot all about it. I guess I was in a depressed state, but I forgot about it. And then God gave me Sin That Takes the Wind when I retired. And after that was published, then he reignited my passion for In the Sun, Shine. So that is with the publisher right now. And I'm working on my third book, which is memoirs of growing up on Glencoe Plantation. And I've interviewed my first elderly person. There's not too many people left that grew up on Glencoe. You know? So I'm having to try to hurry up and talk to some of them. And I've interviewed my first gentleman who is 82, 83. And I'm in the process of interviewing some more. I have about 7 people, and I'm just very passionate about that book. I had a sister, she passed away, and when I told her that I was writing the book, and she got upset. She said, "Gloria Jean, I'm not in that book, am I?" I said, "You all over the book." And I hadn't written the first line. And she was like, "I'm gonna sue you. You better not put me in that book." But, it was so funny. But I'm enjoying the name of the book. It's Threads of Cotton. He's already given me the name of it, and I'm working on that. And maybe a puzzle coloring book for Sin That Takes the Wind. I want to say that Sin That Takes the Wind is not only a children's book, but it also has a lot of pages for coloring. And
that's in the full.
That's in the back. That's not in your version?
No, it's not in my version.
It has coloring pages.
Okay.
It has a maze.
I do want my sign.
Connect the dots. and all kind of stuff in here. But the Holy Spirit inspired me to do a puzzle, nothing but puzzle book with word search and all of that for Cindy Takes the Win. I'm thinking about we're thinking about working on that. So and when I say we're thinking about working on that, I cannot ever embark on a project without saying God, because he is the driving force in everything that I do. And that's what we're working on. That's our plan.
Yeah, I hear you. But you know, it is interesting. Sorry about that. It is interesting how you know your inspiration came. You had started on a more complex book, but then you ended up with Cindy taking the win, taking precedence after looking at the clouds and stuff of that nature. But to say that Cindy Takes the Win is, you know, a not complex book. It has a lot of foundation in it, and it looked like, you know, I'm sitting here just trying to analyze how you've gone from boom boom, and now you want to document history and all that kind of good stuff. That's just too cool to me, in my opinion.
Well, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, before we get out of here, you have anything to say to the folk out here in the cyber world?
Just go by. Cindy Takes the Win.
Just go by, and look. Better yet, they ain't gotta go by. It's a link.
Amazon is on Amazon. Yes, it is.
And the link. And if you don't feel like going searching for it, but you can go put your name in, and it's gonna all come up and all that kind of good stuff. But if they want to take the easy ride, they just hit that link right there in our in that little link there, and we are actually Amazon associates, so
okay,
a little small. The price is the same no matter what, and all that kind of good stuff.
Exactly.
But they can hit that link and they can take care and buy that book right there online.
Yes. So we're excited.
You're excited. All right. Well, Ms. Williams, thank you for sharing your heart, your message with UrbanCast tonight. Cindy Takes the Win remind us that growth cannot be rushed, and that everyone shines in their own time. To our UrbanCast family, thank you for tuning in. Stay engaged in your community, stay informed. And I'm gonna keep on saying it every time I'm talking. Register to vote, make your voice
exactly
heard. Civic participation strengthen us as a whole. Right. A special thank you to our supporters: Sadler's Towing, Long's Product, Legendary Kung Fu and Tai Chi, United Wrestling Entertainment, Nader's International Market, and the Threadhead Embroidery. We appreciate y'all's continued support. Join us on Monday. We're going to be continuing our Black History Author Celebration with Anita Watson. She's the author of My Dog Chop Chop. Her children's book tells the story of a young girl rescued by her loyal dog and teaches bravery, friendship, and love across all backgrounds. And then on Tuesday, we're going to be talking to Dr. Joyce Miller. We're going to be talking about two of her books, No Women Allowed and Old School Grandma. So that's going to be on Tuesday at 7:00. Let me take, before I get out of here, Williams. It was some comments that, well, of course, your son. Somebody threw a thank you in the UrbanCast and that. Morgan Williams, she enjoyed reading.
That's my daughter-in-law.
That's your daughter-in-law. All right.
Yeah.
Right. Let's see here. Who is Rajon Harrison? That may not be something we don't know nothing about. That's a comment.
I don't know that name.
I don't know. I don't either. Get the whole book with get the whole book with the coloring book and all. Okay.
That's my cousin, Miss Belinda.
Get the whole book.
Thank you.
Again, I'm Jack. Ms. Williams, thank you. This has been Let's Talk. Good night. And
Thank you so much again for having me, Mr. Hinton.
Oh, there you go. See, now you just said that, I would have got serious on
But see, I said it at the end.
Now I'm going to tell everybody now.
I said it at the end, though.
She said it at the end. But it was a big thing about this interview, y'all. Y'all just don't know.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, and for everybody, all of these shows are at 7:00. So we'll see you on Monday and Tuesday for sure. If you're a local artist, an artist, from here in Central Louisiana, anywhere, give us a call. We can get you on here, and we can talk about your book. We definitely want to talk about authors and different things. And we're not saying, you can have any kind of book that you want. It could be marriage and all that kind of good stuff. Garden, if you want to come talk about your book, come on over here to UrbanCast. We're going to have an audience for you to listen.
All right.
Want to raise some chickens like they did up there in Grand Parish? We can talk about that as well.
That's right.
Yeah. So y'all stay tuned. Ms. Williams, if you can hang tight right quick, I'm going to go ahead and end this stream.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Hey, did you know Long's Products is a family-owned janitorial supply with mops, brooms, trash bags, and they even have food service disposables, carry-out plates, and to-goes? Check us out.